Welcome back. In this one, we are going to talk about loops. So, there are three types of loops that I will be discussing today. Let me quickly create a new file called loops. As you can see, I've already included that in main file. So, we can simply just focus on the loops file and close this guy. So, we're going to create a function called run again. What we're going to do is set a count to 1. Then we're going to create an infinite loop by simply appending the value of count by 1. If count is equal to 20, then we're going to break out of it. So within this loop, if the count is equal to 20, when it gets to the value 20, it'll just break out of it. Let's test this out. So it says number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 till 20, and then it exits it. Since the value was already 1, so it began printing it out from 2. Let's look at the other loop, that is a while loop. Let's just write a fizzbaz function for the same. For a count which is equal to less than equal to 100, if a count modulus 15 is equal to 0, then we need to print line fizzbaz. Else if count modulo 3 is equal to 0, then we print fizz. Else if count modulo 5 is equal to 0, print as. Else if none of these conditions are met, just print the count, and don't forget to increment the counter. Let's test this out. As you can see, it runs our fizzbaz function. Let's take a look at the third one, third type of loop, and that is for range loop, in which we set a range 100, 0 till 100, and what we can do is that if x, we do the same logic. So in this, we are going to do the same logic of fizzbaz function, but using this for range loop. So similar logic, if x modulo 15 is equal to 0, then print fizzbaz. Else if x modulo 3 equal to 0, print fizz. Else if x modulo 5 is equal to 0, print line baz. Else if nothing else is met, then print line the number itself. And in this one, we don't really have to increment the counter. So yeah, that's mostly it. Let me just, for the time's sake, delete this guy and run the one that we have. Wait, there was an error. All right, so forgot to delete this as well. Oh yeah, okay. So in this type of loop, for range loop, we don't really have to increment the counter. It happens on its own. Let's just test this out. As you can see, the fizzbaz function works. So yeah, this was mostly it for loops. That was mostly it for this one. See you in the next one.